Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the English trainer for this hour. I look forward to working with you as we talk about sports today. The topic is sports mad. Basically, it's people who are really fanatics about sports. So let me show you the material. Okay, so sports mad. We will talk about the UK, US, and we will go over vocabulary words. And then we'll look at a conversation and read through that. And then we'll talk about different sports. And then after that, I will have a list of questions that we can go over and discuss. So that is the topic for today. So, hi, Andre. How are you today? Hello, Andre.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
Everything is great.
Excellent. So what time is it there?
12?
12. It's noon. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Ah, okay. Excellent. So you're taking your lunch break in English class.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Actually, it is my day off.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes,
Well, that's nice.
yeah.
That's nice. Excellent. All right. And Cornell, welcome. How are you today?
Welcome. Hi, Holland. Hi, Andre. I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent.
I have just checked the topic of today, and I joined the class because I am a huge football and sports fan.
Okay, yeah. Well, I thought maybe you guys would have a lot more to talk about and I could just be quiet and give you feedback. So, especially since a lot of you guys are, well, sports mad actually means fanatic. And so a lot of you guys are sports fanatics. So anyway, hello, Abdullah. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How about
Good.
you?
I'm okay. I'm
Okay,
okay. I've had better days. So,
okay,
um,
good.
yeah, Abdullah, where are you from?
Okay, I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Okay. And that's where you're
Yeah,
living now?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
in Saudi Arabia.
Okay. All right. Welcome. Welcome. And hi,
Thank
Tatiana.
you.
Hello.
How are you? It,
Great. Thank you.
it's funny, the last time you were in my class, um, you were saying something and I was like, man, she sounds like Tatiana. And then I realized later that you are the same person. So
Uh,
it was like, oh wait. All right. So it's what time is it in your part of Russia, Tatiana?
it's 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, okay. And it's noon where Andre is, and 7 o'clock where you are, Cornell, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what time is it, Abdullah, where you are?
It is now 9 a.m.
9 a.m., okay. And it's
Yeah,
it's 11 p.m. where I am. So, um,
okay.
yeah, so it's a completely we're all over the world. So this is great. So, um, all right. So, Abdullah, are you sports mad or are you a sports fanatic?
Uh, you mean I like sports like
Yeah,
this?
if you like sports very much.
Okay, I used to like sports, but not for now.
Not as much now. Okay. Hello,
Yeah.
Alexander. So
Hello, can you hear me? I'm still
yeah, we can
joining.
hear you. So, question for you,
Thank you.
Alexander. Do you like
Yes,
sports? Are you fanatic about sports?
not a fanatic, but yes, I like it.
Okay. All right. Andre, how about you? Are you a fanatic or do you just like sports?
I used to be fanatic, but nowadays I am just a beholder.
Okay. And how about you, Cornell? Are you a fanatic?
Yes, of
about
course.
sports? Of course. Which sport specifically?
Ball sports, like football, handball, basketball, and something like that.
So pretty much everything that is played. Okay. How about you, Tanya? Are you mad about sports? Or are you a sports fanatic?
Yeah, actually, not fanatic, but I doing jogging and
Mm-hmm.
fitness. I go to the fitness club time
Mm-hmm.
time. Um and what else? Okay.
Yeah.
Because you know my husband is a fan of sports. He do sport every day during 1.5 hour. He jogging and yes. I'm,
Yeah. So your husband's a complete and total sports fanatic. So you can't help but hear about sports all the time.
yeah, and every day he told me, um, let's go to do sports. Sometimes I'm lazy. I say no, don't want. But he insists, and we go.
Yeah. Yeah. So you go with him?
Yeah. Uh-huh. You know, when I in Turkey, it's very easy to do sport there because the weather is fine and there are a lot of sports equipment outside, like sport beach equipment.
Mhm.
And when I'm in Russia, I do sports at home or maybe at fitness club, not outdoors.
Oh,
And
okay.
yes, and it's sometimes not good because there are a lot of no, not a lot of, but inside there is dust, and it's not good for health.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right. Um. So
Excuse me, teacher. I have a question.
Yes.
What's the spelling of fanatic? The spelling of fanatic,
Okay.
the word.
Fanatic. Okay. Let me
Yeah.
actually. I'll write that actually on the board. But fanatic is you could also say crazy. But if you're a sports fan or a sports
Yeah.
fanatic, you really really like it. Bear with
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Okay, bear with me while I write that down. Um, right here. This was actually this word has for me it has a meaning at it. I would for most of my life I actually pronounced this word wrong, and I was teaching at a class in Finland, and I said the word, and my some of my no, I was in my first job after university, and I said this word, and my colleagues who were all native speakers, so it was in the States, all burst out laughing because I had pronounced the word completely wrong. I said fanatic, and I'd always said it that way. I was 21 years old and did not know that it was actually fanatic. So this word
I,
actually has a special meaning
I
for me.
thought that the last letter is K.
Oh, really? You thought it was a K? Yeah, so it's a C.
Yeah.
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 But
Yeah. Thank you.
anyway, it's fanatic, and it's as also it's really a sports fan. It's a fan is actually short for fanatic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
or sports fan. You can also say crazy about sports. Um, Sports. Okay, so let's look at the U.S. versus the U.K. Are soccer and football the same? Cornell, since you're the biggest sports fanatic in this class, talk to
Yes.
us. Are soccer and football the same?
Definitely not. It is not. Soccer is a European football, and football means in US rugby.
A type of rugby, yeah. It's not really rugby.
Yeah, rugby.
Yeah,
American football.
yeah. I think apparently it's close to rugby, but rugby, if I understand it right, they don't have the
Yeah,
the
okay.
helmet.
Holly, yeah, you are right. Yeah, American football and there is rugby in Europe as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they're in the U.S. Soccer and football are not the same, but in the UK, soccer and football are the same. So let's go ahead and read through this. So let's have each person read one sentence. Abdullah, can you read the first one?
Both in UK and USA, soccer is played with a round ball and two teams of 10,
Is it
11, 12 players.
which is correct? Okay, go ahead and stop here. Stop right here. How
Okay.
many players do people actually have in that?
In soccer or what?
Okay, so how many? Is it 10, 11, or 12 players in soccer?
I think 11.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And I just checked, so I just saw. Yeah, it's 11. Okay, so.
Holly,
Uh-huh.
sorry, I would like to fix your word. Not pitch. Pitch belongs to soccer, not net.
What picture?
Net. You mentioned net in your previous sentence, and not net. It is a pitch.
In my previous sentence, when I was talking about the U.S.
You mentioned net as a word, and it is not net. It's patch, a pitch.
pitch.
Yeah. Players are playing on the pitch regarding soccer.
Actually, I didn't say anything about that. I was asking how many actually. I was asking how many players are in soccer.
You mentioned similar words like net.
Net.
Net. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Okay, I don't know. I guess I'd have to watch the recording. I don't know really what this is about, but yeah, because I was just asking of how many in this first sentence. It says 10, 11, 12 players, and which is correct? Is it 10, 11, or 12 players? And Abdullah said it was 11. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. That's okay, Cornell. We can figure it out later. Okay, and welcome Igor and Araceli. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
So a question for you, Araceli. Are you a sports fanatic?
No, not really.
Okay. Igor, are you?
Well, I couldn't say I'm so, I'm like that, but I'm a fan.
Okay. Okay, you're not a true fanatic, but you are a fan. Okay. Alexander, could you read the second sentence? And when there's a slash right here, could you choose the correct country?
In the USA, football is played with an oval-shaped ball and players wearing protective clothing.
Okay, thank you. And Andre, are you back? Okay,
Yes, I
Andre,
am.
could you read the next one?
In the UK, soccer is usually called football.
Football. Yeah, so soccer is with the round ball, and or football in the UK is with the round ball, and football in the US is like this. All right, and all right, has everybody here played soccer or football? European football.
I played.
Yeah.
Me
Okay,
too.
everybody in school or somewhere. Okay. Has
I played football, yeah.
Okay, does everybody know the rules of the American football?
I don't
Do
know.
you?
No.
I have no idea either.
No? Okay.
Do you,
So
teacher? Do you?
if you're interesting, damn Yankees think they can distort football. No offense. I need to talk to you about the word Yankees, by the way. If you guys are interested, I can tell you the rules of that game. It's actually quite simple. But as far as Yankees, Igor, be very careful about using that word with Americans. If you know that the person is from the southern part of the United States, as in North Carolina, Florida, Tennessee, that area, they might take offense to the word Yankees. Yeah, I know it's not your intention at all. I'm not offended because I'm from the north, and we are Yankees. But Yankees in the U.S., just to let you guys know, in the U.S., Yankees is a slang word, and it's basically it was in during our Civil War, it was a bad word to describe the northern people from the southern people. So I didn't know this until I was in graduate school in my late 20s, that people in the South can get offended if they are called South are offended if they're called Yankees. So be careful about that when you use the word Yankees around Americans. Otherwise, I know that it's a term that everybody uses uses about Americans, but I just wanted to tell you that I had a colleague from Tennessee that was very offended when she was called a Yankee. So just to let you know. Okay, let's match the following words with their game. Most words are used in talking about more than one. Okay, so we have baseball, soccer, American football, or rugby. And the difference apparently between American football and rugby is that rugby, they actually don't use pads and they don't use helmets. So it's a little bit more a rough game. And then we have tennis. So we have these words. We have match, touchdown, pitch, innings, manager, foul, umpire, referee, goal, score, out, court, field, and catch. So we're not at Abdullah. We're Aratheli. Aratheli, could you choose one of these words and put it in the correct category? Aratheli? Are you able to speak? Igor? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Could you choose one word and put it in the correct category?
Who? Who are asking to do this?
You.
Okay. So, innings, it's baseball.
Well, innings is baseball, correct. Innings. Okay, and Cornell, could you choose a word and put it in the correct category?
Touchdown, American football or rugby.
Rugby, perfect. Touchdown, okay. And Tatiana, can you?
Tennis innings.
Tennis is what?
Innings.
Innings?
Uh-huh.
Is it in tennis? Yeah, innings is baseball.
Ah.
But I'm not sure about tennis if there is innings. I don't think there is.
I thought that inside, just like inside, that's why.
Oh, okay. No. Innings are this section of the game. Like baseball usually has 10 innings, for example. So.
Court.
Court is tennis. Okay, excellent. And Abdullah.
Yeah. Foul is in soccer.
Foul is in soccer?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, there's another game that's also foul is also in basketball.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But
I
basketball
didn't
is
know.
not there. Yeah, no, basketball is not there. So, basketball we have foul. All right, and Alexander, can you choose a word?
Field. To soccer.
Okay, soccer. And is there another one where field you would use field?
It could basketball, rugby, and also tennis.
Yeah. Tennis we would use court. We don't use field for that.
Okay.
We use court, but for the other three we use. Yes.
Sorry, in my opinion, pitch belongs to soccer, not field.
Pitch?
Pitch. Yes, pitch, not field.
What do you think?
Soccer.
What do you think pitch is?
Pitch, pitch is the field.
Pitch is it's a verb to pitch, and that's when the pitcher throws the ball to the batter.
Mm-hmm.
So it is baseball, but it's not part of the field at all. So
I think in the UK they name field pitch.
Possibly.
Yes, it is what I learned in school.
Okay, that's probably where the confusion is. I have not heard that, which is really weird.
Holly, sorry for interruption. Please check chat box about football pitch.
Okay, I will do that. Yeah, football pitch. Okay, American Association football pitch. A football pitch, known as a football pitch, is the playing surface for the game of football made of turf. Okay, that's in British English. Yeah, in American English, pitch is a baseball term, and it means it's when. Thank you for looking this up. So, yeah, no, I had no idea about this. Thank you. Yeah, that is so. But in American football, we would call it a football field, and so we have pitch in British English, meaning the field, and we have pitch in American English for baseball, meaning the verb to throw the ball to the batter.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Holly. It was new information.
Yeah, new information for both of us, so that was good. You know, I didn't even know that. It wasn't soccer pitch. Okay, and in American English, we say soccer field. Actually, we don't use the word pitch that way. So this is very good information. All right, and so. Where were we at? Andre?
Score. Soccer.
Okay. Is there any other?
It could be in a few circles.
Yeah. Which ones? Does tennis have a score?
Tennis. No.
No. How about
American football? I think and rugby they have.
Yeah, and baseball also.
Okay.
They score each inning. Each inning they have a score.
They use the expression to score a goal in baseball.
Yeah, to score a goal in soccer. To score a it's not a goal. A goal is for soccer. For baseball, it is a run or a home run if you run it all the way through. So each run is one score, and for football, it's a touchdown. A touchdown is 6 points or a score. Okay, and Araceli, could you choose a word?
Goal. Football. Soccer.
Soccer, yes, definitely goal. Okay. Okay, and Igor.
Field. So
Okay,
works for every game.
we already did field. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe not for tennis because it's court game. But
Yeah.
for baseball, soccer, and American football is field.
Mhm. Yeah, we already did that. Can you do another one?
Match. I think works for everyone, for everything here.
It's actually for tennis.
And what about a soccer match? I think it's soccer match. And a baseball match. And maybe American football match, I don't know.
We don't say football match. We don't say baseball match. But you are absolutely right about soccer.
Game. Soccer game.
Yeah.
Baseball game. I think.
Yeah, we'll say baseball game. We'll say a football game.
Oh, I see.
So,
Thanks.
but yeah, you are absolutely right. We will say a soccer match, though. Tennis match. Okay, and Cornell, can you choose a word?
Referee, soccer.
Okay. Referee is soccer. And are there other words for that would go with a referee?
Umpire.
Oh, what is the difference between an umpire and a referee? Do you know?
Not. I have no any idea.
Okay. The sports where the judge or the referee moves with the team, they're called a referee. If they stand and watch the line, such as in baseball and tennis, they're called an umpire.
Oh. Yeah.
So a referee will move with the team, and they run up and down the field, up and down the court, and the umpire will stay in one place. So baseball has umpires and tennis has umpires. Football, rugby, and soccer all have referees. So that's the difference between those. All right, manager. Anybody? Which word would manager go with? Does anybody know?
I think soccer. No?
No, not in English. Let me check the answers.
There is a manager for
hockey.
I don't know for anything.
For hockey, you guys use managers for hockey?
Of course. There is a general manager. They decide who to take into the team.
Okay.
For baseball, I think baseball manager maybe.
Yeah.
And soccer manager maybe true. About tennis, I don't think it's true.
Yeah. Tennis, it's not true. Football, it's a coach. Baseball, it's a manager. Soccer, at least in the U.S., it's a coach. It could be different, but possibly in American rugby, it could be also a manager there. Soccer, you might have a manager, but I've always heard the word coach. So, okay, and the next one.
I think sorry if it's okay to share.
Huh?
But I think you're making a mistake here. Like, a coach is a coach, even in hockey. But a manager is someone who decides who they want on the team, on their team. Like, this guy is going to be on my team. But coach just manages their ability to play.
In baseball, though, the manager and the coach are the same thing.
I see.
In American,
and it is the same in UK regarding soccer.
Okay.
Coach and manager are the same person.
That's what I wasn't sure about. So that would be also a manager for soccer. Okay, in the UK for UK. In British English, or American English, I don't think it is. I've never heard that, but definitely for baseball, a manager and a coach are the same. Football, definitely not. Possibly though in rugby it could be. Tennis, it is not. Okay, and then okay, we've already done match and out. What words would be for out?
Tennis.
I think soccer.
Tennis.
I think.
Tennis and baseball also.
What about soccer?
And
Soccer as well.
Soccer as well. Okay. Yeah.
What about American football?
American football, no. No, American football is slightly different as far as that goes.
So what they say when the ball is out of field?
Good question. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah.
But it's still out, you know.
It's still out. I mean, you could technically, yeah, you could say that it's there, but I think that, for example, in baseball, you get 3 outs. 3 outs and the team changes.
Well, it's kind of different carried without.
Yeah.
Like when in soccer is out, it means that the ball crossed the bounds of field.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put it here just to humor you, okay? So, okay, let's look at the following conversation between 2 sports fans and answer the questions underneath. So why don't we have Araceli? Could you read Chris?
Mm-hmm.
And Andre, could you read Alan?
Okay.
Hello, Alan. Did you see the game last night?
Yeah, I was there. It was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're just not on the form right now.
And the referee didn't help.
The final 10 minutes was mad. What was it like in the stadium?
Everyone was shouting like crazy.
I think the manager should go.
Okay. All right. So in these 2 sentences, where was it? Everyone was shouting like crazy, and the final 10 minutes was mad. Does that mean? What does that mean? Anyone? Igor.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
The final 10 minutes was mad. What does that mean?
That means that it was a mad game. And the final 10 minutes like a really intense kind of game.
Okay,
like
all right.
A lot had happened.
And it's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay.
It's
all
like
right.
at least for the fans.
Okay.
Not sure about the players, but for the fans, it's really great.
Okay. And Cornell, how about everyone was shouting like crazy?
Each supporter was shouting something during the game.
So everybody was shouting something, and was it a good thing?
Or bad thing.
Okay, it depends on.
It depends on player's performance and referee performance.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So number 1, Abdullah, did Chris and Alan's team win?
Did Chris and Alan's team win? Wait, the final minutes. Okay, yes, I think they did.
No, actually they didn't, because it says, yeah, it was there. It was terrible, wasn't it? We were just not on form right now. So yeah, they did not, unfortunately. They did not win. Okay. Did they enjoy the game? Alexander, did they enjoy the game?
Yes.
Yes. Does everybody agree? Did they enjoy the game?
Not.
No, referee. They didn't enjoy referee.
Yeah.
They said it was terrible.
Yeah.
Aaron said
Yeah, I think they didn't.
it was terrible.
Yeah, and then they said it's not on form, which they weren't doing well, and the referee was bad, and everybody was yelling and screaming here, and then they said that the manager should go. So I would say no. My first thought on it when I first read it was that yes, they did enjoy the game, but then if you look at it, no, they did not. It was terrible, not on form, didn't help. The manager should go. Okay. Which sport do you think they were watching? And this could be a possible. Andre, what sports do you think they could be watching?
The football, the soccer.
Okay. So football.
Referee. I think referee. It is in soccer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about American football.
Yes, it is.
Soccer. Okay.
Yeah. Both soccers, both footballs. In both. I'll just put this. I'm gonna put football, basically times 2, meaning both of them. Soccer, rugby, hockey, and basketball, but not baseball and not tennis. So, okay. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at some questions, and you guys can just start having a conversation with each other about the sport of football, or not but about sports, not just football. And we'll just start out. We'll start out with Moham. Welcome. Are you able to speak? Hello. All right.
I was watching the I was
saw
watching from outside, but then I was eating. Okay.
Okay, well, welcome. Good thing I didn't talk to you right away because then you were eating. Could you go ahead and choose one of these questions and ask somebody, and then we'll just continue the process.
Do you think athletes earn enough money, not enough money, or too much money?
Who are you asking?
I'll ask. I guess I'll go for Andre.
Andre, okay.
Okay. I think the athletes who are good at what they are doing, they are successful, they earn a lot. Like, we can imagine how much they could earn if they are good athletes. But I think the average athlete doesn't earn a lot. Maybe it is enough to keep on living, but it isn't a lot.
I don't know how incorrect you are, how wrong you are.
Okay, so basically the people who earn, the average athletes do not earn enough money, but the star athletes earn too much money.
Yes, I think average athlete earns enough to keep on living, but the most successful athletes, they earn a lot. Like, they can afford expensive cars, houses, and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Is that in your country, or are you talking worldwide?
It is my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Actually, I don't know, but if one team buys a player from another team and they pay like billions of dollars, so I think somehow a player gets money from it. I don't know. I'm not sure. It is just my opinion. Maybe it is wrong.
Okay. All right. And okay, thank you. Now, Andre, can you ask somebody a question?
Okay, I will ask Igor. Do you like to snowboard?
I don't know anything about snowboarding. I only saw this in the Wii. And well, I can say that it's kind of, kind of great game. Not game, just a great sport. It looks great, especially in the Olympics games. But I don't think it's something I would just do for life. It looks great, but it just looks great. There is nothing to it.
Okay, so you've never gone snowboarding though?
No, I've never.
Okay. All right. And have you gone snowboarding, Andre?
No, I've never, but my friend who is in his 30s, he started training to be a snowboarder. And I wonder how far he will go with it in his age. I'm afraid of trying because it is dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. I had a foreign exchange student from Switzerland. I helped her buy a snowboard here in the States because that was her big thing, is to go snowboarding. And then every Saturday she would go snowboarding. So, all right. Andre, could you ask a question?
I asked a question.
Oh, you did. Sorry.
I can ask somebody else.
Sorry about that, you guys. I'm not on 100% today. I've been under the weather most of the day. So, so Igor, could you ask a question?
Ask a question, whoever I like to.
Anyone, yeah.
Okay, Araceli, I would like to ask you: do you think that everybody should practice sports?
Yes, I think it's a good habit to practice some exercise. The problem is not everybody enjoys competing in a game, but there are many kind of sports that are not so competitive. I mean, for example, for other people or people who are not in good shape, but they would like to do some exercise. So, but I think especially for young people and for kids, it's really very good that they practice some sports.
Yeah. And do you think it helps kids learn discipline?
Maybe. And also, well, there are many things you can learn while practicing sports, games, team sports when you're a kid. But sometimes there are good things or bad things, I don't know, because you can learn to collaborate, but also sometimes you can be very competitive. So it depends on the kids what. But I think in general it's good because it's good for their bodies and for their health.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. All right, Araceli, could you ask a question?
Alexander, have you ever been to a soccer game or an American football game or a baseball game?
I've been to a soccer game in my country only, but I was one time with my friends just go to that game with my company, not because I like it. I don't like any of these sports.
Okay, so you don't like the sports, baseball or football or American football?
No.
Okay, excellent. Is American football played in Russia?
It's not popular, but yes, it's played.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, and I remember in football there were people that played it as well. So, all right, Alexander, could you ask somebody a question?
Who?
Cornell, Abdullah, Moham.
Okay, it would be for Cornell. Have you ever been to watch a professional sporting event?
Yes, of course I have. I have been watching them on the TV. Last night I was watching Spanish Cup soccer game. It was Atletico Madrid played against Real Madrid, for example. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. All right, Cornell, could you ask somebody?
Yeah, to Moham, do you think playing sports helps people work better as a team at work?
Yeah, of course. I think playing sports help the people a lot in being a better team players because I have tried playing like basketball before and it helped me a lot to communicate, especially non-verbal communication. It will be a lot more easier to work to play with a team you are familiar with because you will be accustomed to the way they'll pass the ball, they'll move around the field, and also it's great because you'll know how to position yourself, what's the other team are thinking of while playing. Yeah, so it's great. It's a great thing to help in improving teamwork, and it does require playing sports. Sports does require a teamwork, and there's also the new trend, esports, which I think even require teamwork more than regular sports. I don't know, but there's like a game Dota 2. I don't know if any one of you have heard of it, but it's the last prize pool was for I think 7 or 8.
So, 7 or 8, hello? Oh, just, okay. Your sound just froze, okay. Okay, thank you. I thought it was me. So, all right. So, Abdullah, see, how often do you go swimming? Is it good that professional sports are so commercial nowadays?
Okay, how often do you go?
Let's go with the first one. This one. They're two different questions.
Okay.
So.
Yes, I used to go to swimming, but not for now.
So, but you don't go very often, but you did when you were younger.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it because of time?
Yeah, no, it is. It's like kind of boring sport. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. And Abdullah, can you choose a question and ask somebody?
Okay. Is there anyone to ask? Anybody ask? Should I ask?
I think you can ask anybody. Everybody's participated at least once.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Alexander. Okay. Have you ever played golf, Alexander?
What question? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Have you ever
Okay.
played? Have you ever
Have you
played
ever
golf?
played golf? Yeah.
No, I haven't, but I would like to try it sometime. It costs, I guess, it's very expensive sport, and it's not very popular in Russia. There are courts, of course, but now I just can't afford it. But in future, I think I'll play it.
Yeah. It's not very popular in Russia. Do you think it's because of the weather?
No, I don't think so. I think it because of maybe culture. It's not common.
Okay. All right. Alexander, could you choose a question?
Okay, it's second turn for everybody. Yes.
Yeah, second turn for everybody. Yep.
What do you think is the most popular sport in the world to Araceli?
Araceli, yeah.
I think it's probably soccer because it's played in most countries. Although not in maybe in the States it's not the most popular, but I think in almost every other country in the world, in Asia, Africa, Europe, it's very popular.
I think in the States it's still very popular, but it isn't popular when it comes to professional. But otherwise, it is actually quite popular. So I agree. I think it's the most popular sport in the world. So even the U.S.
Maybe the second would be basketball. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I'd be interested to hear what everybody thinks the second most popular sport in the world is.
Hockey.
Hockey?
No, it is very good question.
I think basketball.
From first to third, I think it's football or soccer. Second, it would be hockey and basketball. And then I think goes fighting sports like boxing.
Okay. Boxing and wrestling. In the U.S., I would say that basketball might, in some areas, might be more popular than football is. Definitely. So.
Yes, it's of course depends on place in the world, but
yeah,
in whole world, I think it would be football. Second, hockey.
The second would be hockey.
Yeah, but of course, if in Africa it wouldn't be hockey.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be hockey in some places. Like Abdullah, what would the second most popular?
Sorry, guys, and Holly and Araceli, I find it on the internet. The second most popular sport is cricket.
Cricket?
Yes. Yes. It is the link on chat box.
Okay. Okay. Sports. Okay. Sportology. Top 10 most popular sports in the world. Number 1 and 2 is cricket. 2 is
Soccer.
cricket. 3 is basketball.
Please scroll down, Holly.
Field hockey. Subscribe to us. Tennis, volleyball, table tennis, baseball, American football, rugby, golf. I'm actually surprised that baseball even made it in here, because it's very few countries that even play it. Cricket. Wow. That's interesting. So, yeah. Hey, Mulham and everybody in the secondary chat that you guys are doing, I want to put my 2 cents in. Everyone, they're talking about native speakers making mistakes. If you guys know anything about I want to stop this as well. If you know
It's
anything,
not like it's not
no,
like them making mistakes. It's just like it's like them speaking normally, and some words they've just they are used to say some sentences without the correct grammar rules.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you guys know anything about the EU levels, the A1, B1, B2, C1, they actually do not. They actually in those levels, they do not have the native speakers at the top level, because native speakers of any language always make mistakes. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's very common, and we actually make different mistakes than non-native speakers make, and you guys probably hear it much quicker than we do, because also there's a difference between the book grammar and the spoken grammar. So, but I wish we could have a whole class on that, because I find that very interesting discussion that you guys are doing. So. But anyway, we changed
Holly,
too.
you can check this video. It's really great. The one that I've shared. It's she like introduced 10. I guess it was 10 or 8 common mistakes that native speakers might do, and she talks about them in details. It's great video.
Oh, what is the URL for that?
It's on the Hangout chat. This is it.
Okay. Yeah, because we make plenty of mistakes all the time, and yeah, well, and it's what grammar mistakes do native speakers make?
It's not about criticizing native speakers. I'm just like when I am writing essays, I've heard once, I don't know when, in Berkeley, I've heard once someone saying like, I drank water, I don't know, something like that. It's like using the past participle without have. So I had my doubt. I thought that, have I missed something in the grammar school? Because I have
No,
never
you
heard.
didn't.
Yeah, because I have never heard
No.
such a usage on. And then I've seen yesterday. I've seen this video, and I've understood what has happened back then.
Yeah, and I remember being when my dad, actually the last time I saw my dad alive, we were on a boat between Finland and Sweden, and they had come to visit me there, and he actually used talk wrong. And because in English you talk to people, but you speak a language. And he said, he was like, yeah, I can't talk Finnish, or I can't talk Swedish, and I was like, I couldn't believe that my dad was speaking English wrong, but it is just so it is actually very common for native speakers to make mistakes, and we do it all the time. But you guys know that there is a difference linguistically between a mistake and an error. You guys know that?
I think you told me about that.
Yeah, I told you about that. An error is when you don't know. It's both of them are mistakes, but a mistake is when you say something wrong, and you say, for example, me go to the store instead of I went to the store. you know that you just said it wrong. But an error is when you consistently make the same mistake and you don't know you're doing it, and that's the problem with a lot of times when a native speaker we will have slips of the tongue, but then there will be errors where we make all the time too. It's a fascinating thing. But you know, I have another class I have to get to, and so I want to thank you all for your participation in class. And I just wish we had more time to talk about this because it's very interesting. But
just one thing: if you're understood, what does it matter if you made a mistake?
Does it matter?
Yeah, totally. But unless you are doing TOEFL test, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. In fact, I think Igor, I think didn't I tell you about one of my good friends in Finland? He could speak. He lived in the States for a long time, and he could speak English fairly well, but he probably had the worst pronunciation and the worst grammar that I knew. But all of my native speaking colleagues all thought he was the best speaker of English, and the reason for that was because he was confident. He had been in the States and he had been successful communicating in English. So when he came back to Finland, he was confident. So when people heard him speak English, they didn't hear the mistakes he made, they heard his confidence. And I think that's and that's one thing to remember. If you concentrate on mistakes, that's all you're going to hear. But if you listen to the content and you listen to, is this person communicating what is this person communicating, am I understanding what this person is saying, then that's really what matters. If you're taking the IELTS or the TOEFL, yes, you need to be perfect, or the GRE or whatever.
Any language is designed to get a point across.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what you need to do. It doesn't matter if you made a mistake.
Exactly. So anyway, I need to go because I do have a private student I'm meeting right now. So thank you very much. See you later.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye bye.